Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to One Fall Friday.
Yeah, I got a new mic. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Anyway, so this week in WWE was kind of a slow week. We didn't really see a whole lot going on either of the shows. We're still 2 weeks away from Great Balls of Fire. Don't get me started on that name. Smackdown, they're still coming off of Money in the Bank. They're starting to set things up for their next pay-per-view. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. Pretty sure they are getting one more before we get SummerSlam, though. And NXT was pretty exciting, but let's go ahead and start off with Monday Night Raw. Star of the night, Roman Reigns comes out. Same old Roman Reigns. I'm the big dog. This is my yard. Braun Strowman, blah, 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 blah. Strowman shows up with an ambulance, throws him in the back. Well, he throws him up against the side before he throws him into the back of the ambulance. Pretty much what they're doing is they're setting up the ambulance match for Great Balls of Fire. Now, if you paid close attention at Extreme Rules, you could have seen this coming a mile away, but with Strowman getting injured, that was kind of like put on the back burner because they were thinking he was going to be out for 6 months. He comes back 1 month later, so I don't know if that was exactly them doing kayfabe by saying he's going to be out this long, or if he actually just got a lot better than they had anticipated and everything was good. Either way, I'm glad to see Strowman back, and I'm looking forward to this ambulance match that they're going to be having in 2 weeks. We were supposed to see a match finally between R-Truth and Goldust. When R-Truth comes out, Goldust just lays on him and doesn't let up. The match never officially starts, and he gets left in the ring motionless. It was really cool to see Goldust in his classic Goldust outfit. I mean, it was a bit surreal. I had never seen that particular outfit in a very long time, so it was really neat to see that, but I don't understand what they're doing with this. I mean, why the build-up just for him to beat him up and leave him in the middle of the ring? Do you still have more plans for him? Are you going to have a match before the pay-per-view? Are you going to have a match at the pay-per-view? Please decide what's going on with this. We got to see the first match of The Miz and his Miztourage, consisting of Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. I said before that I think this is really going to help their career out. They were in there against Slater, Rhino, and Ambrose. Some things looked a little bit sloppy. I mean, sometimes Ambrose wrestles sloppy. He's great on the mic, but sometimes his in-ring performance just lacks. I don't want to say lacks, but he misses cues, or he doesn't make things look good to me. We saw a little bit more of interaction between Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. They're definitely going to be having a match. Can't wait to see that. That's going to be a good one. We saw Samoa Joe take out Brock Lesnar. He was just making his entrance, and he came and choked him out. But that was really cool to see. They're really, really building this up as this isn't going to be your average wrestling match. This is going to be a fight between two monsters, and I hope they really deliver. I mean, they can. They have the capability of delivering a great match. Hopefully, they'll just do that. And then we finally found out who is going to be Alexa Bliss's next opponent. Turns out it's going to be Sasha Banks. That was, I mean, I don't want to say that it was predictable, but you could kind of see it coming. But that's okay, because Sasha is going to be a great opponent for Alexa. I think these two can have a great rivalry if they just, keep the two together. Hopefully, their in-ring match will, some people, you can put two wrestlers together who wrestle really good matches, but sometimes, for whatever reason, things just don't click, and they don't go the way that they should, and it's no fault of anybody else's, they just don't work well together. Other people, they work incredibly well together, or some people can work incredibly well with anybody, but I'm anxious to see how Alexa and Sasha are going to work out. Okay, moving on to SmackDown. At the end of the night, we had the second Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Carmella came out on top yet again. Like I said, if they were going to do this, then the plan probably was for her to win, and the way that she won just to generate heat for her as a heel. That didn't really happen. People were getting mad at the company. And so they were like, well, we don't want to change the winner, but we can give the people the match that they deserve to see. And that's really what they did. They gave us that. I was much better satisfied with this, not just as a match as a whole. I mean, when they did the first match, there were some things that just didn't work. Like I said before, Carmella, she didn't sell, and some things looked kind of awkward. Now, there were some awkward moments in the second one too, don't get me wrong, but for whatever reason, it was just an all-around better match. It was more enjoyable to watch, and it was definitely more believable. So why they didn't do this the first time around, I don't know. I mean, it was obviously just backlash from the fans, getting upset. And they should have been upset, I knew I wasn't the only one that wasn't happy with that outcome. I mean, like I said, I wanted Carmella to win. I expected Carmella to win. She was been on an incredible streak. There was no reason why she shouldn't have won. But just make it a better ending. And this was a much better ending. Ellsworth still got involved, but it didn't matter this time. They all ganged up on him, and it was fun. Before that, we were seeing Mike and Maria Kanellis coming out to do yet another one of their spiels, but they got interrupted by Sami Zayn, who was coming out for his match against Baron Corbin. That right there tells me that Mike and Sami are definitely going to have some sort of meeting in the future. And I've never seen Mike in the ring. I'm sure he's great. I've heard nothing but good things about him. And I think Sami's going to be a really good first opponent for him because Sami works his ass off and he deserves a good match against anybody. Women's title rematch between Lana and Naomi. It was open and shut, much shorter, which I'm glad they did it this way because if Lana was going to lose again, then she needed to lose quickly, which is exactly what happened. It was good. She tried the ambush before the bell rang and, attacked her really good. And then the bell rang, and she had a little bit of offense. She put in her, I guess, what's going to be her finisher, which is like a wrist lock spine buster. Kind of weird looking, kind of cool looking at the same time. But, Naomi's kicked out of it twice now, so that's, they're not really selling me that she is a potential threat and force in the women's division. They shouldn't have stuck her with the champion in her first two matches. I still think they should have gave her some lower profile matches against anybody, somebody. It doesn't matter who. Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Natalya. It's just put her in there with somebody other than the champion, because if she wants to wrestle and you want her to be a front woman in the women's division, this isn't the way to do it. Further development with the WWE title picture with Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. Looks like they are going to have one more match, and it's going to be a Punjabi prison match. I only remember seeing, well, I didn't even see it because back then it was when they had the first Punjabi prison match. I think it was John Cena and the Great Khali. I didn't get a chance to see it. I was barely following WWE at the time because I didn't have cable, Hulu, nothing to watch it. I was just trying to stay up to date with YouTube clips. So that was the only way I even had seen it. I'm going to have to go back and watch this kind of match to see how good they could be. I mean, Great Khali, he was cool, but he moved like a slug. So I think with Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal, it'll probably be a lot better to see with these two. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't even watched the first match, but I'll do that. I'll do some homework and I'll go watch that first match. Which leaves me with this question. If Cena is not going to fight Jinder, then what are they going to do with Cena? What's his big announcement going to be this Tuesday? I guess we'll find out. And the big highlight from NXT was the women's title match, a NXT first ever last woman standing match. Have they ever had a last woman standing match on Raw or SmackDown? I don't know. To me, this is the first time they've ever done a last woman standing match, period. But I don't know. Anyway, this was a great match to watch. Carmella, Lana, if you want to learn how to sell, watch this match. Take notes. That's how you sell. These women left it all out there. They beat the ever-living shit out of each other, and it was great to watch. Anyway, so they tear the house down. Asuka still comes out as champion. Kind of saw that coming. I still think that Ember Moon is going to end up being the one taking the title from her. I think their next NXT takeover is Brooklyn again. I think that's going to be part 3 that they've been to Brooklyn. Maybe we'll see the title match there. Well, this was a little bit of an easier vlog to record this week because, like I said, it was a bit of a slow week. We're still 2 weeks away from Great Balls of Fire, so next week I'll be going over my predictions for that pay-per-view. We'll discuss a little bit of SmackDown and NXT. 205 Live, I think Akira Tozawa is definitely next in line for a title match. Whether he's going to take the title off of Neville or not, I don't know. It still seems kind of early for Akira. I think they might wait, but maybe not. Maybe they'll surprise me and show a little faith in Akira and put the belt on him, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up this vlog here, so thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back later with another video. Hope to see you there. My name is Dave.
And I am the one-man Rave.
See ya!